You know what, parents? I think we may have created a little bit of an issue for ourselves. We may have even worked our backs against the wall. You may be asking yourself, how? That's a good question. Stick around to find out. Welcome back to My Pen Purpose. I'm Danny. If this is your first time joining us, I want to welcome you and ask you to please like our Facebook page. Please join us on Instagram and Twitter too, where you may find content you won't find on the Facebook page. Either way, let's get back to it. So have you ever heard of helicopter parenting? No, this is not about helicopter parenting, but it kind of relates. So if you don't know, helicopter parenting is an analogy used for parents who always hover around their children. They always want to keep them safe. Now, this is just my opinion, but sometimes I think that we as parents can go a little too far in protecting our children from hurts and pains and disappointments. I believe that one of the evidence of that is the participation trophy. You know what I'm talking about, right? You get a trophy. You get a trophy. Everyone gets a trophy. Yeah, I'll be honest. We as parents don't want to see our children hurt. We don't want to see their delicate little spirits crushed. But the fact of the matter is, it's not always good to constantly want to protect our children. Sometimes we learn valuable lessons from those hurts and disappointments. I remember one time when I was a kid, I thought I was like a figure skater and stuff. It was winter time, there was a patch of ice, and I figured, hey, let me try to ice skate with no skates. It didn't turn out too well for me, it really didn't. In fact, I fell flat on my face, and I still got the scar to prove it. But guess what? That pain was a valuable teacher. I never did that again. I know that's an extreme example, but the point is, we have to allow our children to experience hurts and disappointments, meaning they can't always get a participation trophy. Now, I know that some folks believe that a participation trophy is kind of like protecting our child's self-esteem. We don't want our kids to feel like a loser, but if no one feels like a loser, then how do we know who actually won? Whatever team wins the NBA championship this year, Warriors. Sorry, had something in my throat. When that team lifts that trophy up, we're gonna have a clearly defined winner. And whoever the losing team is, they're gonna remember that feeling. Remember when the Spurs lost in 2013? That disappointment fueled them. And next year, they destroyed the competition and won the title. The point is, disappointment can make you do one of two things. It could either make you quit or get better. By giving a child a participation trophy, what you're really telling them is, every child is special. No, not every child. Yes, every child is special in their own way, but not in comparison to every other child. Both of my children are funny, creative, and talented. But check this kid out. I don't even know what to say. What do you think this kid's chances are of making the NBA? Probably kind of slim. Although that is some very James Harden-like defense. I'm sorry, I'm a Spurs fan. I gotta clown the Rockets. I'm not quite sure if any Olympic medals are in this kid's future. However, this kid, if you don't keep that kid in the boxing ring, boy, I think you got something wrong with you. Fact of the matter is, there are kids in this world that are way more special than yours. Don't get your feelings hurt. Doesn't mean your kid is not destined for greatness. God's got great plans for them, but it might not be in the sport you're forcing them to play. I think that as a parent, we have to remember that our kids have God-given gifts and talents. It's our job as parents to help find out what those talents are and help nurture them. Maybe sometimes we try to live vicariously through our children. I mean, believe it or not, I was actually a top prospect in the DBL. That's the driveway basketball league. There was actually only one team, and I was the only player. But I was the number one pick. Boom. Unless my kid has some underlying talent that I don't know of, I'm not gonna force him to play a sport he has no interest in playing. Now, mind you, today he may not have an interest. Maybe later on he'll develop his own interest in wanting to play. But I, as a parent, have to organically let that happen. And in the meantime, help nurture whatever talents he's showing now. For example, my son, he's a chip off the old block. He is super silly, and believe it or not, he's actually not a bad little actor. He decided he wanted to be a YouTuber. So now he and his friend Gunnar have a YouTube channel called the Daily D&G Randomness. Basically, it's just two kids being random, but it's actually pretty funny. So if you're ever on YouTube, check them out. The Daily D&G Randomness. I'll leave a link for you guys in the comment section. Either way, I'm trying to help him nurture that talent by giving him tips and tricks on how I edit my videos. He has learned a lot and actually has gotten really good at it. I'm telling you, check out the channel. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. He gets excited when he gets a new subscriber. So the point I'm trying to make is, if we're always giving our children participation trophies for just being there, how will we ever know exactly what they're really good at? I don't think that I'm protecting my child's self-esteem. In fact, I think I may be creating a bigger problem. Our disappointments in life, our failures, our hurts, it's what causes us to build resiliency. So instead of giving your child a participation trophy and telling him, you're as special as all the other children who won, instead, maybe go a little against the grain and ask him this question. How disappointed are you that you lost the trophy? And if the reply back is, I don't care, then maybe they didn't like that activity to begin with. But if the answer is, it really hurt because I really wanted that trophy. Okay, my child, then it's time to work and get better. If you prepare now, then next year, you may just win that trophy. Trust me, your child will remember those life lessons way more than receiving a participation trophy. That's all the time we have today on My Pen is Purpose. Thank you all for joining us. And if you're new here, don't forget to like our Facebook page. It's very important that you also follow the page so you can get notifications whenever we release a new video. And don't forget to look us up on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, and if you're curious to find out how my shirt feeds orphans, go to corelove.org to find out. Thank you all once again for joining me, and God bless you.